Stephon Castle, we all know the top pick for the San Antonio Spurs. You got a first look as he gets ready for the summer league is going down. I'm gonna give you everything you need to know ahead of the first summer league game against yours truly, the Charlotte Hornets. It's gonna be a very entertaining game. Stephon Castle, he will be paired with, we all know, the Frenchman Victor Wembanyama. And I'm telling you, this is a match made in heaven. I believe the defensive prowess that these two are going to be able to put on the NBA in due time, maybe in the immediate future, because we all know Wemby, he just accelerates, the whole timeline here. It's going to be no time before that these guys are in contention in the Western Conference. And do you know who's at the center of all of this? Greg Popovich. We all know the champion a bunch of times over. The man knows so much basketball, it doesn't even make sense. And I got to give Pop credit because we all know he's known. He's going to always go down for, the big, the Spurs, the whole situation with Duncan, Parker, Ginobili. We all know that. But what he's doing now, even when they had Kawhi, when they went to LaMarcus Aldridge, and now this regime of the San Antonio Spurs, Popovich don't get enough credit, but I believe that he's going to mold this guy, Stephon Castle, into something completely special. Stephon Castle is already coming into the San Antonio Spurs as a champion. He's a winner. So this is what it seems. This is why I did want. I thought Castle was going to slip to Charlotte, but I think that this is his ideal fit. Stephon Castle was adamant to not play on a team who had a lead guard. You understand? So he waited before he worked out with these teams like the Hornets and many other teams like that. It seemed like he circled in the San Antonio Spurs, just like many others. I'm pretty sure everybody wanted to get to San Antonio because they knew what they would be going to play with, and if you're a point guard, that's a point guard's dream. You understand, to play with Victor Wembanyama. But after the draft, like I said, make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe because we will be live for this upcoming encounter this Saturday against the Charlotte Hornets. We all know they the Charlotte Hornets drafted Tijian Salon, and it's going to be a good outing for that game as well. KJ Simpson is out on that matchup, but like I said, that's a whole nother conversation. But like I said, I want to get to Stephon Castle because he did just sign his rookie scale deal. So this is crazy. Like I said, number 4 pick Stephon Castle has signed his first NBA contract. He finalized his rookie skill deal with the Spurs. So like I said, it's crazy what he's bringing. Like I said, the UConn prodigy, 6'6". He averaged 11.1 points, 4 rebounds, 2.9 assists. In limited minutes, like I said, 27 minutes, and we all know his minutes is about to go up now that he's with the San Antonio Spurs. So, like I said, also he's bringing just we know what he's bringing defensively, but he has to start picking up the shooting, And I think Parker was a guy who, I think turned into a big time shooter, but I don't think he was ideally a big time 3-point shooter, but he was hitting 3-point shots, So we got to look back at some of the guards that came before San Antonio, Castle is coming into an exclusive elk, in my humble opinion. He's coming into a win now program with San Antonio. Some of these other situations, when you look at Atlanta, when you look at what's going on with Washington, it's question marks all over the place. Houston, so there's no real question mark here with the Spurs. The key to the Spurs is just getting everything acclimated here. It's always one big rush. San Antonio to me is they obviously in Texas, but they move around like the Celtics. They move around like the Lakers, where it's championships. But the Spurs know this is a new iteration, and this iteration is here to last. You don't have to go out and try to get the free agent who, in a year or two, he's gonna be upset anyway. You bring him in. But like I said, Castle, that's the only thing people have a knock against Stephon Castle, but his mechanics is good. And that's what it's going to take development. The Spurs, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. He's going to be developed, and he's going to play with Chris Paul, CP3. So he is going to be set up for complete success, and he doesn't have to worry about Chris Paul trying to take his spot or anything like that. They're going to get immense support. I believe Victor's going to be down there in Vegas. Obviously, CP3 going to be in Vegas. People going to be out there to support Stephon Castle. Here at Flight Sports, listen, we got knowledge on Stephon Castle prior to the draft. We all know he's coming from Covington, Georgia. Shout out to Covington. A lot of people don't know what's going on down here in Georgia. There's a lot of great high school talent, a lot of NBA caliber talent that's down here. And Stephon Castle was one of them. He is one of them. And he's about to show the world now what's going on. He's seen what he did with UConn and winning that championship. Now it's coming to Spurs. That's all they know is chips. He's in the gym and all they see is banners. So imagine a guy who's coming off of a national championship to roll into a gym ahead of Summer League, as he preparing, and he's seeing all these banners, all these Hall of Famers. This organization was perfect for Stephon Castle, and I just can't wait to see this next iteration. The Spurs to me was always a straightforward team. Not many, swaggerific guys are coming to the roster. Not a lot of we see what's going on with Kawhi when he was just a lot of mute box characters. Castle coming in, iced out chains. I think Victor got some personality here. I think there's this new wave for San Antonio. I can't wait to see it all come into fruition. And I want to again give Popovich credit because he could have just left. He had no reason to sit around and go through the losing and all this stuff that he's been have to endure. But he seems like he is just hell bent on making sure that Victor is set up for success. You understand? Making sure guys like Stephon Castle or this organization is set up for whoever he gives the reins to. Clearly he's going to give the reins to somebody. It's going to be interesting to see who it's going to be. But nonetheless, it's Flight Sports. We're going to continue to bring more news updates and more. I wanted to give you guys a first look at what Stephon Castle is doing as he prepares for the Summer League. San Antonio, y'all got one. I thought it was going to slip to Charlotte, but that's another story. It's Flight Sports TV. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe and tune into the live stream. It's going down.